To chart the professional course of Adam Sandler is to confront one of modern cinema's most enduring riddles. His three-decade sojourn in Hollywood is defined by a seemingly impassable chasm. On one side, a towering edifice of monstrous, unyielding commercial success. On the other, a valley of relentless critical dismissal. This perplexing duality, often dubbed the Sandler Paradox, is not merely an industry curiosity. It's a profound commentary on the divergence between popular appetite and critical judgment, the economics of brand loyalty, and the hidden depths of a comedic superstar's talent. Sandler first burst into the national consciousness as a standout performer on Saturday Night Live during the early 90s. He meticulously crafted a specific, memorable persona, the perpetually exasperated yet fundamentally decent man-child, utilizing bizarre voices and novelty songs as his primary weapons. This persona was perfectly distilled into his early cinematic ventures, films like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. These hits established the infamous Sandlerverse, a formula featuring a lovable loser protagonist, a dependable troupe of familiar comedic friends, a core of gross-out and slapstick humor, and crucially, a surprisingly sentimental emotional core. Though film critics summarily dismissed these offerings as infantile and artistically bankrupt, the public flocked to them. They resonated with an audience craving simple, reliable escapism and a consistent, nostalgic comedic voice. This reliable formula quickly became the bedrock of a vast empire. Sandler founded Happy Madison Productions, a factory dedicated to the predictable, profitable reproduction of this genre. Titles such as The Waterboy, Big Daddy, 50 First Dates, and Grown Ups became staples of the multiplex. The pattern was immutable. An opening weekend box office triumph, followed by brutal, almost universally negative reviews, often resulting in abysmal ratings on aggregator sites. This consistency established the first dimension of the paradox. How could films so consistently savaged by professional reviewers manage to consistently turn a significant profit? The answer was brand loyalty. Audiences trusted the Sandler name to deliver a specific, unchallenging form of entertainment, a comfort blanket of consistent humor that transcended the opinions of the cultural gatekeepers. Yet lurking beneath this commercial armor was a completely different actor, one who occasionally and brilliantly stepped out of the caricature. The first major undeniable fissure in the comedic facade arrived with Paul Thomas Anderson's Punch Drunk Love in 2002. In this unconventional drama, Sandler is wholly unrecognizable. He delivered a performance of astonishing vulnerability, loneliness, and suppressed rage as Barry Egan, a socially awkward man prone to sudden, violent outbursts. Critics who had dismissed him for a decade suddenly recoiled, taking notice. The performance garnered a Golden Globe nomination and universal acclaim. This film introduced the second dimension of the paradox, the revelation that an actor capable of such profound, nuanced emotional depth was seemingly content to reside in the creative shallow end for the vast majority of his professional life. It was a moment of untapped genius exposed. This dramatic capability proved not to be a fluke. Sandler would continue to test these waters, often with striking results. He played a sensitive, kind-hearted chef in Spanglish in 2004, and perhaps most movingly, portrayed a man consumed by the crippling weight of grief in Reign Over Me in 2007. These excursions into serious drama were lauded, proving time and time again that the raw, dramatic talent was genuine. However, after each critical triumph, the gravitational pull of the comfortable, commercially secure Happy Madison formula would inevitably draw him back. The digital age, marked by the rise of streaming, then added a fascinating new layer to the enigma. Sandler secured an unprecedentedly lucrative production deal with Netflix, transitioning his film factory to the streaming platform. His Netflix exclusive titles, including The Ridiculous Six and Murder Mystery, continued the time-tested formula: exotic locations, ensemble casts, broad gags, and critical scorn. Crucially for Netflix, these films were invaluable. They consistently generated immense viewership numbers, proving his worth not as an artistic powerhouse, but as a data-driven subscriber magnet. Then came the second seismic event, the 2019 thriller Uncut Gems. Directed by the Safdie brothers, this independent film was a relentless, anxiety-inducing portrait of Howard Ratner, a compulsive gambler and jeweler spiraling into destructive chaos. Sandler delivered an electrifying, desperate performance that received widespread critical consensus as the best work of his entire career. It reignited the debate, cementing the frustrating chasm between his potential and his choices. The film was an artistic darling and proved unequivocally that his dramatic capacity was not a historical footnote, but a dormant, powerful force. The paradox, therefore, endures because of its core conflict. Adam Sandler is an actor of proven, award-worthy dramatic talent with a range to genuinely move and unsettle audiences. Yet his overwhelming preference has been to produce and star in films that are, by almost any critical metric, creatively unambitious and unsophisticated. The question of why remains speculative. Is it the comfort of working with his friends and maintaining absolute creative control? Is it a pure, unapologetic desire to provide unpretentious escapism to his devoted fan base? Or is it a shrewd, almost cynical business decision, recognizing that his unique comedic brand offers a level of financial security that no amount of dramatic accolades can match? The career of Adam Sandler is a compelling, contradictory case study in Hollywood economics, audience psychology, and artistic freedom. He stands as a singular enigma, a performer capable of both genuine genius and deliberate mediocrity, often existing in those two modes concurrently. He continues to defy critical expectations while consistently validating the taste of a massive global audience. Whether he ever chooses to fully bridge the gap between his comedic empire and his dramatic potential remains an open question, but the paradox itself is his ultimate enduring legacy, a testament to the often unpredictable and contradictory nature of celebrity and artistic choice.